Hello, and welcome to tonight's session of the Tales of Isalora. I am your humble Dungeon Master, Sam, and tonight's recap will be performed by our resident Dwarven Druid, Davith Thunderbrow. So, Jacob, when you're ready, please take it away.
No worries. The Silver Vanguard continued to enjoy the gala, drinking aplenty, the alcohol seeming to affect some of the party more than others. Quilbith recognized one of Catharian ambassador in particular at the gala. He slips into the shadows and tails the Catharian envoy, his incredible stealth leaving him seemingly invisible. The rest of the Vanguard keep a watchful eye out for him without really knowing where he was, until it was time to turn in for the night and they returned to the Whispering Willow. Quilbith followed the ambassadors to the residence. He attempts to make contact using the message spell and appears to fail. So he fires an arrow at the door, the front door, with a note attached regarding meeting up the following day. The next morning, Silver Vanguard divide up some magic items that had been delivered to them. Then they went to collect their winnings. They then went out and did some shopping at the local apothecary, which they spent some time doing. While the others were shopping, Quilbith detoured to the ambassador's house. He disguises himself and then knocks at the door and asks for Drasana, the particular Catharian ambassador he had been trying to make contact with. Mid-conversation with Drasana, Quilbith lowers his disguise to reveal his face, which visibly shocked Drasana. And that was where we left off.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Jacob. You have DM's inspiration for tonight's session, an extra D20 for a D20 test. So before we jump straight back into the conversation between Quilbith and Drasana, the rest of the party is at the Underdeep Apothecary, as previously mentioned. You guys have finished there now. You have made some arrangements for some possible armor that for Darius Underdeep, the proprietor, to keep an eye out for and to put aside for you within the coming days if it happens that there is something comes across his desk. So you guys have made those preparations. Where are you guys going now from this point? You know that Quilbith is somewhere in the upper, supposedly dealing with horses. Where would you go from here?
Do we know? Is that working? Yeah. Sorry. Do we know exactly where Quilbith is?
Well, Quilbith
did he let us know before we went? Or?
You knew that he was going to check on the horses that you stabled when you first arrived in the city, and that's as far as you are aware that he has done.
Right.
Do we go and check on the horses and see if he's there? See what he's
only
up
lead,
to, maybe?
yeah. I guess then we'll just all go because there's not really any other lead, is there?
Yep. So you guys are going to make your way up into the upper, travel through the city.
How long would that take from the Underdeep?
You're in the Anvil district. Now there are 5 main stairways. Let me see if I can find my notes. There are 5 main stairways. There is the main stairway at the King's Descent, which is the central stair that leads from the middle of the upper into the middle district at the Stoneheart Plaza. But there are a series of other shortcuts from each lower district into the upper. So from the Anvil is the western stairway, known as the Keldorn Stairway. So you guys can take a shortcut straight from the Anvil, straight through the Keldorn Stairway up into the upper. You'll be on the western side of the upper, but it'll bring you to that area, and it's a shortcut rather than traveling into the Stoneheart Plaza and up the main stairway. So you guys start to make your way that way?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Quilbith. We'll jump back to you as the rest of your party unknowingly heads to where they think you are, which is the stables. You have just revealed yourself as Drasana's son, something that she was shocked by and unexpecting. You have asked her, the last thing you said to her was, "How are you here? Because Kenon is not."
Yep.
She stumbles back in shock as you have dropped your disguise. She places her hand over her mouth, visibly shaken. You re-up your disguise, giving yourself another hour of incognito. I am here. Yes. I didn't. Kenon is not here, and I did not. I thought you. She's like stumbling. She is shocked. The words are escaping her. I am here to fulfill the role that I have been placed back into only recently. I was an ambassador for many years, but when the coup occurred, our family did not support, and I lost my family. I became a cutoff. Quilbith, as a halfling, you would know what a cutoff is. Halflings have a society that is so unified and so built around family that a punishment that is considered as bad as death is to be entirely rejected from your society. So as she says this, you realize what kind of statement she is making in the way that she is saying that she has no relationships with any of the halfling people. Everybody who hears about her will reject her outright. And it is one of the worst punishments you can receive as a halfling.
Just to clarify, did she mean that as was or still is? Or I don't know. Is.
She says it as the past tense, as the present tense, but she has also said that she has been recently reinstated. I was barely scraping by for years after your father was taken away, after his outspoken statements against his dominance, the Lord Ruler. Our family was always a staunch supporter of the royals, and yet when this new regime came to power, we sought to stand by the old family, which caused the death, to my knowledge, of both my sons, the ostracization and the rejection of our name by our daughter, and the death of my husband. Your sister, Verilyn, has completely rejected our Wild Vale name and has married to Quain Strongwind. She has completely rejected our name and I have not seen her for 5 years. I have heard that you have a niece, that they have had a daughter, Haley, but I have never seen them. You are one of the first halflings I have spoken to in many years. I was barely scraping by, making a living as a tailor in one of the slum districts of Catharia, when I was taken by hounds and told that I would be the front foot of and the ambassador ship, these few ambassadors that they are sending to the Kolgarga to inform. We are having a meeting soon. She like looks up to the sky to kind of gauge the time of where the sun is in the position. We are having a meeting with your elven friend from Shadowfen. You must warn her. We have been told. She's like frazzled. She's like dumping this information on you. She is shocked that you're alive. She is heartbroken because she doesn't have answers from you. You were dead 10 minutes ago. You know, her husband is dead, your father. Your brother, her other son, is dead. We have to inform the Office of the Central Reach that the Catharian Dominion has decided to expand its borders. Geographically, the border of the northern border stops at the Tanglewild Forest. Cartographically, half of the Tanglewild Forest is owned by the Dominion. The Tanglewild Forest is too hard to get into. There are too many dangers, creatures that tear men limb from limb. It is owned by the Dominion in name only. Varial Jacanus is trying to change that. There has been thousands of men press ganged into service, and they have begun to take trees from the southern edge of the Tanglewild Forest in order to expand the bounds of the Dominion. We are here as an ambassadorial group to give notice to the Iron Kingdom that we are doing this. They have no recourse. This forest borders their kingdom, but it's on the land that is so-called owned by the Dominion. We are here to tell them and inform them no further. You need to warn your friend from Shadowfen that this is happening to her forest.
Does she appear to be genuine?
You can make an insight check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. She is obviously rattled at what your reveal, the reveal of your true heritage. She's obviously rattled. You do not sense any dishonesty from her. You look at her, this woman that you have known for your whole life. She's overflowing with this information that she has had to hold in, and she is telling you this, and it does not appear to be anything but the truth.
Why does Varial want the Tanglewild? What is his end goal?
Just like all men that wish to conquer, he wants more. He already has the plains of Ovum, but the land that he has plans for is bordered by the large forest. I believe he has similar designs against the Blair Athol forest, but the Catharian city is on the edge of the Tanglewild. It is the closest and most easily accessible. Already over years, sections of the land has been cleared for crops, but this is a large-scale event. I do not know if he is going to be using the timbers for construction of new buildings, for new towns, or reinforcements for things. I do not know if he's planning on building more ships within the Siska Bay to then launch further. I do not know. I do know that people need to be warned, and we are here as an ambassador to let the Iron Kingdom know. They can't
When
do
does
anything.
this happen?
What was that?
When does it start?
It has started. It has started already.
When do you return to the Dominion?
We are here to finish this meeting. It is the new day after the Kolgargatu and the Gala. We are here to have this meeting, and we will be returning by teleportation circle this evening. And she looks behind you, and as she looks, you kind of glance behind as well, and you see the door has cracked open a little, and you see Mary Potentia, the human woman who was saying that she needed to get ready, is looking through the door, trying not to interrupt what's obviously an intense meeting, but also making it clear that the time is running short. Tristana goes, I need to go. I can't believe Quilbith, to see your face again. She reaches out and touches your cheek. You, even in this form, you remind me of your father. I cannot believe it has been so long, and my heart yearns for my family to be together once again. But, and she kind of glances towards the window where Zelfa was that saw you when you first walked in. And you don't see anything through the reflection of the window, but you can guess that he's probably watching. And she just tries to steady her breath as she's overwhelmed. I need to go, and I need to hey, I have something for you. And she reaches under the robes that she's wearing, these voluminous layered clothing of the ambassador, and she rolls it back, and there's a pin that's on her lapel. She says, this was always meant for you, but I know it is your birthday soon. This was never a birthday gift, but it was a gift for when you graduated from the Grey Wolves. And she unclasps it and passes it to you, and she drops it in your hand, and it's a golden outline of a bow, and it has a pin with a clip on the back to pin it into your clothes. Take this. She passes it to you. She's, when you are alone and you are able, whisper into it our family motto. Use it. It was to be a gift to be used in the defense of our country, but now I believe you can use it for another purpose.
I know you're overwhelmed, because I know I am overwhelmed. I am both thankful and still question how you're still here, but I'm sure we will meet again. Thank you.
She as she presses this pin into your hand, she grasps your hand for a moment. She says, yes, we will see each other again. I have hope. I am not the only wild vale that still roams this land. I will do what I can, and perhaps, if into the future, you can, and she's trying to look around to make sure nobody's listening closely, you can come and find me in Catharia. I will await you and she like presses it into your hand. This
I take it.
this pin. Go now before things look strange. And she kind of like straightens up and takes a second to compose herself and professionally her face returns to a calm expression, and she says a little bit louder, Master Stepwind, it was such a good talk. I wish you well on your travels and all the best.
I reply at a louder tone. Thank you for your time, Ambassador.
And she like dips her head a little and then just turns from you and just walks into the house.
I will attempt to leave, and the moment I get to a point where I could, I will stealth myself to leave. So that if they try to get anyone to follow me, they can't.
Okay. So you like exit the gate. You like walk down a couple of streets. You start to wind a little bit. Which direction are you going before you kind of stealth yourself? Are you heading straight to? Are you like heading back to the stables? Are you heading down into the city?
Yeah, I would give the impression I was going to the stables to like leave, and then once I get to a point, I'd then double back once I know I'm not being followed.
Okay. All right. You take a couple of lefts and rights, and you duck quickly into an alley. Roll a stealth check.
Natural 20. So 30.
You're joking. Okay. All right. No worries. Okay. I have added an item into your inventory. What that is, and as you have stealthed yourself and you feel comfortable, what is the Wild Vale family motto?
Yes. What is the family motto? The wilds lead to greatness.
As you whisper this phrase in Halfling into the pin, it magically grows into the size of a short bow. And you have in your inventory the short bow of the Wild Vale.
Okay.
Okay. And so you guys, the rest of your party was heading up into the upper to try to meet with Quilbith at the stables. Is that right?
Yeah.
How are you guys going to find each other?
As in the rest of the party, or us and Quilbith?
You guys in Quilbith, like.
Yeah.
Quilbith is kind of moving around, trying to double back and stealth himself.
Yeah. So we were on our way to the horses to see if he was there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
So you guys arrive at the stables and find that the horses have been paid for in advance, but Quilbith seems to have left already.
All right. Well,
sorry, just to sorry to interrupt. When is this happening in comparison to what's happening with me? Like, are they getting there when I'm still talking?
Yes.
Or,
Yeah. So you guys are like, you're having this short conversation. I'd say by the time you guys arrive at the stables, Quilbith, you're kind of ducking and weaving throughout the alleys of the upper. Like you're probably like 15, 20 minutes walk away and very well hidden.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Well, not knowing that, I'm gonna say to the others, all right, guys, you probably forgotten, but I can communicate that message, not just with the sending stone. I do have the ability to do that otherwise. I wasn't going to use it. If I'm being honest, I have been trying to send messages out to Augustus because I miss him. But today, I guess I'm gonna not be able to do that. So I'll send a message to Quilbith and let him know we're here.
Okay. No worries. And what do you say in your message?
Pretty much, Quill, we are worried at the horses currently. Can you send word or meet us?
And you can reply to that message.
Okay, so could I see anyone following me?
Make a perception check.
$13.
You don't see anyone following you.
Okay.
But you hear, as you're kind of looking around, confident in your stealthing abilities, you hear Brill Raheim's voice in your head.
I reply to Brill. Sorry, finished with horses, made a pit stop, can make my way to you.
Okay. So, like, within the next 15, 20 minutes, you guys are waiting at the stables, and you see Quilbith. Well, you don't see Quilbith. Quilbith is you guys are waiting, and then all of a sudden, in the midst of you, very Bilbo Baggins taking the ring off in the middle of the dwarves. Just he's just there and makes himself known. Okay, so you guys you're in the upper. What would you like to do?
How was shopping?
Uneventful. How was your pit stop?
A bit more eventful, but not to be discussed here. And I would have clasped the pin under my cloak.
Yep. No worries.
Under out of sight or under like?
Under out of sight.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. Yeah, so I won't be commenting on it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Does he seem flustered at all from the conversation that he had?
That's probably a question for Quilbith. How are you feeling right now with all the information that has been given to you, Quilbith?
Before we do that, can I do a perception check just on his what he said about not to be discussed here kind of thing, just to kind of get a vibe on?
Yeah, both Brill and Evie can make. Aurora can make insight checks.
Insight, sorry,
yeah, Evie.
Yep. All
right. And to answer the question, I wouldn't say flustered. I would say appearing a bit more distant, because I'd be processing the information overload, I would say. And perhaps be, just more distant, kind of staring off into the distance a bit more than normal, trying to understand everything and how everything occurred.
Okay.
What did you
roll?
Yep, sorry. Yep.
What did you roll for your insight checks?
Well, let me tell you, I got a nat 1. +4, but a nat 1.
Okay.
21.
Okay, thank God. Okay, come on.
So, Brill, as he says, it's not to be discussed here. You're like, oh, fair enough.
Wow, you're doing great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sometimes people just don't want to talk about things. That's cool. Aurora, you notice how he's feeling. He's looking a little bit more distant and with a bit of a frown, and you kind of pick up on something's happened a bit more than what he said, and he's seems to be fidgeting with something under his cloak.
And there would be stray glances towards you, Aurora, as well. In my distance, there would be occasions where you'd be able to catch me looking at you. Obviously, you wouldn't know why, but there'd be where I'm pondering the information that I've been told.
Is everything okay, Quilbith? I know you said to wait. Yeah, I know you said to wait, but is there anything you want to talk about now?
Not out in the open.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember because since last time, were we meant to go anywhere? Were we planning on going anywhere else? After... I can't remember if we had plans outside of the shop.
We're going to the island thing, but I don't think there's anything today necessarily.
No, just... Alright, cool. Because I have my thing that I need to do that I would say... I guess are we starting to walk now? Are we all still stationary?
If you would like to, you could go to a tavern and talk further if you'd like, or you can walk, or this is up to you. What are you doing?
I would suggest we go for a wander to the mountain spring.
Okay. So you guys heading back down to the anvil?
Unless anyone else has something they'd like to do beforehand.
Lead the way, Quill.
No, I got my bag. I'm happy.
All right.
Which
So you
was
guys,
that you had to pay for our bag.
Yeah, okay. Did we organise that before last week, or did...
I think so. I think you already took it out. I don't know.
Yep. But okay. It's gold.
Thanks.
all right. So you guys are heading down to the anvil, to the mountain stream.
Yep.
Okay. So you take the stairway that you took coming up from the anvil. You've just come from the anvil, which is where the apothecary is, and then you went up the stairway, the Keldorn stairway, and now you're going back down there, back into the anvil again to the mountain spring. You arrive, and Shento is there at the bar. And as you kind of all filter in, the five of you enter, she looks up and kind of takes you all in. You see the dark skin, the jewels around on the cheek, the dark hair of the Earth Genasi, and she is, oh yes, okay, you're here. Did Caden find you then?
No.
Oh, are you here for? What are you here for?
Two reasons. One, a place to sit and have a drink, to look inconspicuous, and two, to pay my debt from the loan I took.
Okay, that is good. He has been waiting. He went out this morning to your accommodations to see if he could find you, but I haven't heard. I thought as you were coming here that he had found you.
Oh, no, I didn't see him before leaving this morning.
Okay. All right, please take a seat. I'll bring some drinks over, and hopefully he'll arrive. Otherwise, I can pass on some news. So
okay.
you guys filter down. She kind of busies herself. She brings some ales over. And she kind of leans over the table as she's putting the drinks down. There was an incident last night while the gala was occurring that two members of the Star and a safe house in the upper were targeted, and they're both dead. We were trying to find you to find out if this is connected to the thing that you're investigating.
I was going to hit that place tonight, so I don't know.
Time is of the essence.
Do we know who they were? Do you know their names?
Yes, you know the names. Tywin Dorrell and Heslop Barrowden. They owned the Mithril Mug, a tavern in the upper.
Have I heard of them before?
No, you haven't. So Tywin Durrell, Heslop Barrowden, they owned the Mithril Mug in the upper, which was a waypoint for travelers coming through, moving east to west through the Iron Slopes, mostly for folk that prefer to stay above the ground. But their restaurant, the mug was torched, and the bodies were found this morning. We believe they're on the list, and I will remind you that we believe we are on the list. So it seems that the code that the members are on hidden within is being broken. We would urge speed.
It's definitely needed. I will attend to it tonight.
Very well. I hope that Caden is able to return swiftly. We do not feel safe.
We all have individual rooms at the place, don't we?
At the Whispering Willow?
Yes.
Yes. You all have individual rooms. The obviously now
we're paying for them.
You are paying for them, and Augustus's room has been given away. And so the four of you, Quilbith, Aurora, Brill, and Davith, in a line together because you guys all arrived together, and Evie is further away,
That's right.
further down the hall because she arrived later.
Yep. I say I have a room at the Whispering Willow. If you and Caden wish, it is available for you to stay for the night if you want to make sure that you guys are safe in a place that no one else knows of. It's there on offer, fully available for you to use.
Yes.
What's mine is yours.
We may take that offer, but this is also our home, and we have every intention on defending it. The lower depths of our city are primarily stone. The upper is a mixture of stone and timber, and the Mithril Mug was mostly timber, so it was more susceptible to fire. But nevertheless, it is concerning. You have been here for nearly 2 weeks. Have you made any further progress since coming to the city?
I scouted out the location. I found a couple of entry points.
Okay.
I hand out the 250 gold.
Okay, great. No worries. So you can deduct that from your inventory. She takes it gratefully, immediately puts it under her apron and takes it back. She kind of goes behind the bar and bends and starts moving some things and busies herself. So you guys are at the Mountain Spring. You have drinks. You have privacy. Is there anything you wish to discuss?
So
Could we
Go
overhear
ahead.
any of that?
Yes, she was leaning over the table as she said that. It seemed like her insistence that Quilbith find this information overran her concern that you guys heard it. So you were all sat down. She brought the drinks, and as she was placing them out to each one, she was making direct eye contact at Quilbith and saying these things. So you've all heard this update. You see, she seems deeply concerned. Like an ally, a friend of hers, have just died the night before within this organization that Quilbith works for.
Quilbith, should we stay here for the night then?
The Mountain Spring isn't a tavern. It's just a pub. It's just a tap room. So they do food and drink and like maybe light entertainment just to attract customers, but it's not a accommodation.
Okay.
Stay there to protect them, David.
I think.
What about our familiars? We could leave them for an alarm. To alert us if something happens.
Yep. So I think I've explained my mission to everyone.
Well, we went to the house with you, but I don't know that we ever asked why.
I can't remember if we covered or not. But if I didn't, I'll explain the full quest that I've been asked, where a list has been stolen of which contains the names of 9-star operatives. I've been requested to infiltrate the house that has it and to regain the list to protect those remaining. The woman who was killed at the tree was one of the operatives that was first sent in to get the list.
So was she on the list?
I don't know.
Are you on the list?
Do I know if either of us were on the list?
You don't know if you were on the list or not.
No. So yeah, I'll say I don't know.
You would know. You have been told that the list is of operatives that are based within Delthorndir.
Delthorndir. Yep. So I would assume that I'm not on the list because I'm not from the Delthorndir sect of the 9-star. Mm-hmm. I'm just passing through and being sent on this quest.
But you know Caden and Shento because they're part of the 9-star?
No, I met them when we first got to the city. I was provided their names when I was told to come here. I was given a letter that provided me to come to the Mountain Spring and to speak Caden and Shento. Okay. I do know the other operative that went in, and we don't know where he is, and that's why I have the Greater Restoration spell, because there's fear that he's been turned. Mm-hmm. Or he could be dead. But he is secondary to finding the list.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know the people that were just killed?
No. So I would like us to infiltrate this mansion tonight. I think that path that we found is going to be the best way in for everyone. I think if we all go in, we're stronger together. And that's the smartest route in, if we're all going in. Any questions?
Has the list been leaked? Or has it been taken?
From what I've been told, it was taken or stolen. It's encrypted, like it's not just written as a list. So that's why everyone hasn't been taken at once, because they would have to decrypt each name from that list. But that's as much as I know about the list.
So the mansion is where the thieves have taken the list? Is that right?
Yep. And it's
Okay.
run by... Ugh.
Never heard of him.
I'm just remembering how to say his name. Is it Desnell?
Desneal.
Desneel Bracknish. He is a retired captain from the Protectorate of the city. But from my understandings is now into the black market side of the city. And it's a 3-story manor. And I'll go through and all information I've been provided about the manor.
And so the list,
I'll
is it a piece of paper? Or is it like a stone? Or
DM, how is it described to me?
It's been described as a list. That's all you have. That's all the information you have.
Okay.
You're told that it's most likely within the study of the owner of the manor, and that's as far as you got.
Yep.
You don't know whereabouts. You don't know exactly what it looks like. You're just looking for a list. You don't know if it's been moved since.
So all we've got to go on is this: we've got to break into the manor, break into the study, and hope that it's still there.
find someone to interrogate.
Or find someone to interrogate, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say it's about, at this point, it's about 2:00 in the afternoon. You guys had a late night with the gala the night before, so it means you had a late morning getting up, and then you've done your shopping and your espionage and your horses, and so by this time, and then traveling back to the Mountain Spring, it's about 2:00 in the afternoon. So what's the plan?
So I'm just wondering. Will we be taking a short rest while we're sitting there? Not that we've done anything, but while we're discussing.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. You can mark a short rest if you want.
Cool.
Sounds like we should get ready to head for that mansion, unless we're waiting for the nightfall.
Quilbith, while we're here, isn't there something that you wanted to talk about?
My Oreos. Mommy! Mine!
Sorry.
I want to talk about this as well.
Yep.
Yes. Last night at the gala, there was a halfling ambassador from Catharia. I know this halfling as my mother, who I assume died 5 years ago during the coup that killed the royal family, nearly killed me, and took the life of my younger brother. Cannot. After the gala, I followed them back to where they were staying to see where they were. After seeing the horses, I went back there and spoke with my mother. I discovered how she survived and confirmed that yes, my father is dead, and that my sister is currently with another family of halflings, and that the new king has decided to take the Tangle Wild Forest for the Dominion. And that is why they are here in the Iron Kingdom, to inform the king of the Catharian Dominion's intentions in the Tangle Wild Forest. And pretty much go through the rest of anything that I've missed. I'll describe everything I've been told.
So the Tangle Wild, like how far? Why are they taking it? Is my home in danger?
It was implied that yes, it would be. From what I was described, it's been taken because the king wants it, and he is an arrogant man. A greedy, self-important elf. That's all I was told. It's all she knew, from what I could gather. All I know is that they've already started taking trees and moving in. And that's all I know for now.
Would there be many homes that were lost? Not that you would know, but what did your mother say?
All I know is that they've started taking trees. She didn't mention any homes and stuff yet.
Yep.
But from what I would know of the Tangle Wild at the city of Catharia is that it'd be very dense and not very populated at that point, down near the bottom.
Yes, not very populated in that area. The Tangle Wild Forest is almost up against the city. There are cleared sections close to the city to be able to be used as farmland to support the family, to support the population of the city. But the forest is quite close. So, from what you've been told, in order to gain more land, usable land, they are putting into production large scale demolishing of the trees in that area, moving northward. That's very far from Shadowfen, from where you live. But you would probably be aware that there are other small, very cloistered settlements and villages throughout. It's just that Shadowfen is the largest town in the area.
Would any of those little towns have been affected, or
Probably not yet, but certainly could be.
potentially? Yep.
Well, you've had a massive day.
Let's do it.
Yes.
And it's only just the beginning.
Okay.
No, anything that we can do to help tonight, let us know. We'll be coming. If you've got a plan of attack, let us know. Are you seeing your mum again?
Probably not. This is a more pressing matter. I think the best way into this manor tonight is the tunnel we found. So I think we need to just see if we can break the lock and get through that doorway. Sneak our way in and go from there. We're all pretty good at stealth.
I do have invisibility that I can cast on people too.
Could be handy once we're in the manor. Or even beforehand.
Okay. So what's the plan? You're going to stay at the Mountain Spring until dusk? Or are you going to try to make as much time as you can and go straight away?
I think
Well,
I was thinking like wait until dusk because then we've got dim light as a benefit of stealth instead of being, because I assume that because it was in the upper, wasn't it? The manor?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would assume that if we went now it'd be pretty bright. Compared to waiting until dusk and then using the lack of light to advantage would be beneficial. You bet me to it. I was going to ask, while we've been talking and casually drinking to look like we're just enjoying nice drinks, has Caden returned?
No, he has not.
So what time is it right now?
So how long are you guys you're spending there? You arrived around 2:00. If you guys wish to stay there for hours and hours, that's as long as you wish.
Well, I would say, how long has it been since we've discussed all of this and had some drinks right now?
Well, a short rest is 1 hour of
cool.
activity. So it can be 3:00 right now.
Well, I would say then, if it's 3:00, I've had a short rest, and we've still got, would be 3 hours before dusk?
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
It's summer, so it's more like 4 hours. It's like 7:00. 7 p.m. before it starts getting dark.
I might say maybe we'll make way down to the Whispering Willow and just see if I can find Caden. And then if not, I'll make my way back to the Mountain Spring before we head off to the manor.
Okay. Are you going as a group or just by yourself?
I'm offering anyone can come. I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking is a plan. I don't know. Does anyone need to get any extra supplies?
I was just wondering, is there anywhere that I can send word to Shadowfen of what's going on?
There are courier services within the city. You are quite a ways away. You are quite a ways away to travel.
I took him Daddy.
But you could send a courier with a message, or you could try to find arcane means. Brill has shown that he has the ability to send messages over infinite distance. He just needs a passing familiarity with the recipient. So you could be able to describe the person you wish to send a message to, and he may be able to send that message.
Why, mommy?
So are you going to go by yourself, Quilbith?
I'll come. I don't need anything, but I'll come.
Yeah, I'm good too. I think we've had a short rest. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm good to come as well. DM question: would me having met some of these people the other night be enough of a familiarity to be able to send messages? Hypothetically, is that enough familiarity?
Who are you talking about specifically?
Well, Quill's mum for one.
Yep. You've seen her. You know her likeness. You've spoken with her. That would be a passing resemblance.
That's enough. Passing. Okay, passing. Cool. All right. That's it. Cool. Thank you.
It's mostly the intent. So you have an idea of someone. If someone did like a magical illusion to show you what it looks like, and they say, "This is my mum. I want you to send a message to." She looks like this. She's in this place. She's this kind of vibe. That could be enough of a passing resemblance. I'd probably ask for a roll.
Yeah.
But something like you meeting and having multiple conversations with somebody, not a problem at all.
Cool. Yep. Just confirming. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So Evie and Quilbith and Brill, are the other two coming? Druids.
Yeah, I'll come too. Got all the gear ready.
All right. So you depart from the mountain spring towards the Whispering Willow. Is that right? Okay.
Yep. Looking for Caden.
Looking for Caden. Okay. You leave. You begin to make your way from the Anvil district, where the mountain spring is, to the Marble Palace district, the Marble district. You are all quite famous. You have won the Colgarga 2. You are walking through the city in basically the two most populated regions of the city, the Anvil and the Marble district. You are not incognito here. So as you begin to walk, you begin to attract attention. There are people that are looking and spotting and whispering and this. And as there aren't many people that are coming up to you, and it's not like a coming up and getting a selfie kind of deal. It's not like that, but you have absolutely attracted attention. And there are people around. Yes, Brendan.
Is it fair to say that my passive perception picks up on this?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, passive insight for sure. Yep.
All right. I might say to these guys, I think we're drawing some attention. And look, I'll look at Quill like, as in like, I'll look like, is this a problem?
I would probably just acknowledge, be like, we could use that to our advantage and just act like the Golgarka 2 champions.
Okay.
Walking through the district.
Cool.
Okay. You see people looking, staring, commenting, and it doesn't take long, 20 minutes, half an hour as you've walked through the city.
Is it mostly positive? Do we feel like it's mostly positive?
Make an insight check.
16.
It does feel mostly positive. There are a few grumbly looks as people that you beat the home team. So and now you're kind of waltzing through the city. You don't have Augustus, who was one of the people that really softened the blow, the fact that you won, because Augustus is a local, so that people could relate to your team in that way. And now seemingly Augustus has been kicked out of the Silver Vanguard. And You guys have won, and the only local to the Iron Kingdom is no longer part of your group. So mostly
But we
positive,
have
but there are
we have a
people,
dwarf, so that's got to
Hey?
soften it a little bit. There's a
What was that,
dwarf with us. A dwarf. So
that's true, but an unknown dwarf and someone that isn't familiar to anyone in the city, outside of your participation in the Cold Gaga too. So mostly positive, but you do see the odd sidelong glance.
But no one like dodgy looking.
It doesn't appear to be so.
Okay.
You do see plenty of eyes on you though.
Yep.
You arrive at the Whispering Willow, and as you are drawing closer, you see, you kind of hear, "Hey, hey," and you look over into an alleyway, and the person that's been watching watching the entrance to the Whispering Willow, and you see Caden, and he kind of nods at you.
At Quill.
At your party, yeah. He knows that all of you would recognize him, and he recognizes all of you. So he just gathers your attention.
Okay. Quill, should we all go, or do you just want to go? He's obviously hiding.
I would say I might just I'll probably just under my breath I'll quickly duck off to chat with him.
Okay.
To try and not draw attention down the alleyway.
Yeah, the rest of you kind of filter towards the Whispering Willow to kind of keep up appearances, and Quilbith, you duck in. He says, "It's good to see you. I've got some serious news to let you know."
And I'll just say, we've actually just come from the mountain spring.
Okay.
I've been informed of the terrible act against the mithril mob.
Mm-hmm. Aye. You see, he's just like clenching his jaw. Like you see, there's plenty of anxiety there. When you said you've come from the mountain spring, like his eyes widen for a moment in kind of fear for his wife. But as you say, we've heard from Shinto and we've heard of the Mithril Mug. He like slightly relaxes, although his hands are kind of clenching and unclenching at the same time, trying to just keep himself calm. It's like,
I'll kind of look around to make sure that there's no prying ears. And there.
Perception check.
To be an 11.
Right now, there is no one that you see.
I'll say, I am heading where I need to go this evening, and I also offered, if needed, my room in the Whispering Willow is yours. If for any reason you need to take leave from the mountain spring.
Do you give Shinto your key? We might take you up on the offer.
I didn't, but I hand him my key.
Okay, no worries. He says, "All right, we may take it. Take you up on your offer. We're pretty spooked. We trust you, Quilbith, but we're concerned. We need this done soon."
I understand.
And he's looking deep into your eyes. And you see it. He's scared.
Yep.
He's feeling very threatened. He's part of an organization that has promised him safety if he simply does a few jobs and helps feed people and pass information along. And now two of his friends have been killed and their bar burned down. He's scared for himself, scared for his wife.
Yep. I try to assure him that it will be done.
Right.
And yeah, as I said, like the next couple of hours, I'll be making my way to where I need to go. Being as oblivious to anyone listening, but obvious to him.
Yep.
Of the intention.
All right. He goes, all right. I'm going to head back. I'm going to head back to the spring, and I hope to hear from you soon. And he clutches the key in his hand. He takes a quick look, and just kind of ducks out, and blends into the crowd.
And I'll blend back into the Silver Vanguard.
Okay.
Now I'm assuming because we're drawing a crowd, it would take us longer to get to where we need to go. Or
unless you have means of distracting people or disguising yourselves, it seems like this is going to be a bit of a constant, especially so close to the culmination of the Kolgarga 2. People know who you are. People are excited.
I'll just say, should we go to the Whispering Willow and try and disguise ourselves a little bit?
I
So
have
that
some
when we-
costumes. I could wear a costume.
Yeah, and then we could just try and leave a bit more incognito.
Yep. I actually have alter self, so for an hour I can change my appearance as well. So I can do that whenever we're ready.
Aurora and I can use wild shape as well. We could turn into something small and just sit on someone's shoulder or something.
Okay, so you guys, you're basically at the Whispering Willow. So you head, you meet in one of your rooms.
When we go in, can I see the
I think
head
it's softball.
of the Whispering Willow? I've forgotten her name.
Softball. Someone softball.
Eliza Softpaw. Yep.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can go to the concierge desk where you see Lend Barkskin, the gnomish woman who's just seems to any time of the day she's just always at the front desk. Kind of plump lady, short, gnomish, is round button nose, always with a smile. And she's like, "Oh yes, yes, I can see if Ms. Softpaw is available for a talk."
Yeah, just have a quick question, if possible.
She ducks off into the back, and a few moments later, Eliza Softpaw, the tall, lithe tabaxi with the grey and white striped fur, comes in. Her long, graceful steps. She's quite tall. She's not quite as tall as Brill, but yeah, for a feline woman, she's quite tall.
And for a halfling,
she's just a giant. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just say, taking the time. As you would be quite aware, since winning the Kolgarga 2, we've become a bit famous, I guess is the word. Interesting to people. I was wondering, is there any way of leaving the Whispering Willow in a more incognito way so that we can travel the city a bit without being followed by townsfolk everywhere we go? Being such an establishment you are.
She says, "Yes, I understand your predicament. We have a loading bay that we use for deliveries and such. We can use that if you wish to get out there. I cannot promise you that further into the city you will not be spotted, but leaving my establishment, at least, it will give you a more low-key entrance and exit.
That would be wonderful.
I will let my staff know that you will be making use of the back entrance, and it is at your disposal. Although much later after hours, it is closed and locked for security purposes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Easy.
All right. So she mentions that, and so what are you guys doing for the next couple of hours until dusk?
Should we work out a plan on how we're going to do
Wait,
this?
watch it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So, Quill, what's the plan?
So there's that secret entrance in the tunnel. It was protected by magic runes. So we go down there and try and unlock and disarm that magic rune, and then go in that way. The alternative is either try and sneak past a bunch of guards through the main entrance, or some of us go through that secret passage and others get in a different way, like wild shape and such. I think all of us together is going to be the best way of getting in. What's everyone thinking? How does everyone thoughts of that?
I'm happy to stick together and wild shape into something small, so then there's less.
Yeah, I think we're already on that path, so we're halfway there.
Thanks to the die.
Cool. Because if both druids wild shaped into creatures that had good investigation and stealth, or one or the other, then it means that two less that we've got to worry about for being found while we're on our way there. Or could stay wild shaped and only break the wild shape if needed. Never, because you guys can communicate while wild shape. Yeah.
They can't talk when they're wild shape, can they?
Yeah,
Yes,
they can.
we can.
Or is it wild shape can?
No, for the new 2024 rules, you can talk as wild-shaped.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So yeah, how long would it take from here to the tunnel that we need to get to?
Yeah, less than an hour. So it'd be like it was off the path because it's supposed to be a secret entrance. So it's not like you just get into the upper and then you just like turn down a laneway and there it is. It was quite hard to find. So it'd be from where you are, it'd be an hour walk, I would say.
Yep. Well, I guess as it gets close to dusk, we would then make our way so that it's going to be probably just after dusk by the time we get there.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter if it's past dusk. That's just easier for us, I guess, to get in.
So you're using disguise self, Quilbith?
No. I would just put on the other cloak, the non Silver Vanguard cloak.
Yep.
And the nondescript mask that I got from the tailor when I was there, because I asked for a raggedy cloak and a commoner's mask, just things that don't identify me as Silver Vanguard.
Yep.
And I'd put them on. So I'm disguising myself up without using the disguise self.
Sure.
Yep. Spell.
And Brill, you said you'd use alter self.
Sure did.
And so what do you look like as you alter yourself?
I am going to make myself half my size.
Okay.
As well as that, I am going to being an astronomy, can I change my eye color from not glowing? Is that
Yeah. Change appearance. You alter your appearance, decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and any other distinguishing characteristics.
yeah, cool. I just thought because the eyes glowing, that might be something a little different. Cool. Well, yeah, I'll obviously have my eyes not glowing. I'll just make
What's
them
the difference
boring.
between that and disguise self?
There are
spelled
extra
differently.
there are extra features for alter self. You can give yourself like gills so that you can swim underwater.
Yeah.
You can
And
grow
natural weapons like claws and stuff as well. So
Yeah.
there's a few extra things.
to second
Cool.
levels.
Yeah, so eyes will be not glowing and brown. Half my size, so like I'm about maybe not half my size, but like average. Like I don't want to stand out any which way. So just average height.
Like dwarf height.
No, here, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess to be a bit lower than half my size. Yeah. So dwarf, give myself a beard. Very much just the most basic generic dwarf possible. That is an Augustus.
Okay.
Augustus was a gnome.
Well,
I'm going to
you know what I mean,
turn
right?
to Brill and react like
They're
I
all the
just looked in the
same.
mirror.
What was that? Sorry, Davith.
I said I'm going to turn to Brill and I'll act like I've just looked into the mirror.
And Evie, how are you going to change your appearance?
I'm going to put on a costume of a wealthy woman.
Okay. So you just pull out of your bag an entire costume.
Mission Impossible.
just barred bag. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Yeah.
And then you spend the next 6 hours getting ready.
Because I feel like a barmaid or a jester wouldn't be very inconspicuous. But
A barmaid, just like a regular, you cover your ears so you look more like a human, and you're just wearing regular clothes.
oh, you reckon? I just thought a barmaid was like,
A barmaid is just someone who works in a pub.
yeah, but we're just walking up the street.
You want
You're
to be
working.
you want to be a noble woman.
Well, I don't know. Which one would be more inconspicuous? Would a barmaid be less? Would it be more blendy?
I'm not there.
Hey, guys, I have these 3 costumes. I could be a jester, I could be a wealthy woman, or a barmaid. What do you reckon? Aurora, help me out here.
I feel like where we're going, a barmaid might stand out.
Maybe
But maybe a
Sam?
wealthy woman would make more sense, right?
I don't know, the jester. No, I'm kidding.
Quill knows where we're going more than any of us. Quill, what would you?
Well,
what do
no,
you think?
Yeah, cool.
Well,
Like, what
all-
kind of area is it?
we all went there. So
I don't remember.
it was a bit ago, but we all have really sharp memories, and we can cast our memory back to that
Like it
time.
was months ago.
And the DM can describe to us because we're so smart and remember.
I mean, it is a manor, so manor's pretty fancy.
The area it was in.
You were there like 4 nights ago.
To drink at the gala.
It was the first, I believe it was the first round of the Colgarga 2, because you went first, so you were scouting for the rest of the day.
That's right, because I had no spell slots left.
So you found the hidden entrance, and it's just like a tunnel carved into a rock with a gate and a sigil protecting the gate. So you're going to be trudging through a rock tunnel to come out into some guy's backyard, basically.
But the area before that, because I remember we went through like
It was in the outskirts of the upper.
Yep. So nothing spectacular, just like an average Joe area
Yeah,
type
just
of thing.
between just like houses and warehouses and the odd pub, I guess.
Or
Evie-
barmaid then, because
Yeah.
more rich, well-off woman's not going to be randomly walking around warehouses, and a jester's going to seem out of sorts. And if it's a pub around, you can just say you work there.
All right.
Yep.
Barmaid it is.
Okay, so you're barmaiding it up,
Mhm.
and then what are the druids doing?
I'll wide shape into a spider.
Okay.
And hitch a ride on someone.
You can hitch a ride
If they're
in
not
my
scared.
beard.
I was just thinking that.
Okay.
I want to go a spider as well.
All right. So you guys are going your regular spider shapes, the ones that you did previously.
No, giant spider.
Okay. So you spend the afternoon perfecting your disguises and your changing. And
I would also cast Find Familiar
okay.
again because it takes an hour
Mhm.
to cast.
Is there any other preparation that you guys want to be doing?
I will do the ritual for is it interpret language?
Comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages.
How long does that spell last for?
I think an hour.
Okay, so by the time you walk from there to get to where you need to go, it'll be gone.
Okay. Because we've been there before, so I'll know when we're about 10 minutes away. I will do it then.
Okay, if you're going to be doing on the walk, it'll be an Arcana check, whereas you're sitting, you're meditating,
Oh, okay.
you're like taking the time. You're not like walking around town. You know, it's a bit harder to concentrate.
Okay.
We can. It'll just be
Well,
like
if we can do an Arcana, we'll
Arcana
go with
check.
that. And if I can do it, then I can do it. And if I can't, then I can't.
all right. So you guys wait till dusk. You've prepared what you've got, and you make your way to the outside, the back entrance of the Whispering Willow. There are people around, but the lack of distinct party means that you can pass relatively inconspicuously. I would like Quilbith and Evie to make deception checks.
Now, being in a costume, it says. I can find it again. Costume. It says, while wearing a costume, you have advantage on any ability check you make to impersonate the person or type of person it represents.
So you have advantage on your deception check.
Deception.
I'm
Well-
not asking one from Brill because you look totally different. So people aren't going to pick up on you. Whereas Evie obviously has the same face, and Quilbith is just wearing a hood. So
And a mask.
I
and
got
a
20,
mask. That's true. So I'll give you advantage as well.
21.
21. Great.
Well, I think was the first one.
You got 5.
Yeah, 12. 12 and 9. So 12 is your higher. Okay, no worries. All right. So the three of you exit with 2 spiders crawling in Brill's beard. It takes you an hour and you walk, you know where to go. You've been there before. Evie, can you make an Arcana check, please?
Does that go with advantage as well? Or because it's not actually to do with my thing, it doesn't.
Not to do with this. No, this is to see if you can cast comprehend languages while you're walking.
9.
You cannot.
Okay.
So you can either stop and take 10 minutes when you get there, and then it'll be considered cast, or you can just burn a slot if and when you want to do that. You don't see any writing at the moment, so like
Well, when we get there, they have to like dispel magic anyway. Would that take 10 minutes?
it's just a spell. So
Oh.
it's just, if it works, it's just boom and done.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll get there and see.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
really think that I need it. It was just that it was handy if I don't have to use spell shot.
Okay. So, pardon me. Just a second, just checking something. Okay. So you guys have arrived. You're at the gate. It doesn't appear changed at all. There is a locked gate, and as you approach, you feel like because you're aware of it. It's not like you have to make the check again. Because you're aware of it, you feel the slight arcane vibration as you approach, like where this invisible glyph is. You can kind of every now and again, if you look in a certain light and if you kind of squint in a certain way, you can see a faint outline of a circular glyph that is on the other side of this gate.
So I would assume Will would know that like unlocking the gate will not disarm the glyph, will it?
Are you asking me or are you saying that?
I'm asking, like, would Quilbith know, like, if he unlocked the
Make an
gate?
Arcana check.
Dirty 20.
You would know that would not unlock it.
Yep.
Depends on where exactly the trap is set. If it's set on the other side of the gate and the edge of it that's where it is, then it won't go off. But if it's set underneath the gate and someone steps at the gate to unlock it and it triggers, you don't know. You can make an investigation check to see if you can see what kind of boundary it is.
I think I was able to dispel it last time, but I wasn't able to tell what it was.
You were not able to dispel it last time.
Oh.
But were we able to discern where it was last time?
I think you guys just, once you saw it, you stayed pretty far clear.
All right. Well, I'll do an investigation to see if I can determine where it is.
Investigation or perception, either one.
Or perception. Well, perception's better.
Okay.
15.
15. You do notice that it is slightly on the inside of the gate. So as not to, if some random person just walked up to the gate and rattled it, it wasn't going to explode and kill somebody. But you do see within this arcane rune, as soon as you kind of get close enough, that it's just on the inside. As soon as that gate's open and you step in, bang.
Yep. So I can attempt to open the gate, and opening the gate won't set it off. It's once we go in.
Correct.
Cool.
So the gate is like it's just a normal gate. The gate's not locked magically.
It appears that there's just a simple mechanical lock.
Okay. But then there's just something that we need to dispel on the other side of it.
Yep. Which from memory we worked out last time as well.
Yeah.
Is that we looked to see and it's like, yep, door's normal, but there's a evil exploding gift on the other side of that door. Does anyone have dispel magic other than Davith, or is it just Davith?
Just
Wait, what's the spell called? Magic?
Dispel magic.
So you said dispel magic. Okay, what? No, I do not.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess first thing to do is to try and unlock the door, unlock the gate.
Okay. So you can make it's a D20 roll plus your Dex modifier and your proficiency bonus. So what is your Dex is what, +4?
Yep.
And your proficiency is +3, so it's a D20 +7.
Gotcha. And am I using sleight of hand for that?
No, it's Dex modifier plus proficiency bonus is your
Okay, so just roll a straight D20.
D20 +7. Yep.
26.
Woo! You insert the lock, you're feeling the vibration of this arcane energy just beyond your gate, and you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You think of your mother. You think of the people that you think of the people that have been hurt by the person beyond the gate, and it gives you the confidence to click, and it is unlocked. Okay, so the
Awesome.
gate opens.
Sweet.
I might leap from Brill's beard and get a closer look at the rune without quite touching it.
Okay. All right. You can. You know. I'll say it obviously for free. You know you can't do any spells in spider form.
Yeah, correct.
So if you're going to cast anything, you'll have to drop your wild shape.
Yep.
But if you want to make an investigation or perception check as a spider, go for it.
Yeah. That's using my normal stats, isn't it?
It is, unless the spider stats are better, or animal stats, or whatever. But
I'd assume
I don't think spider stats are better than yours, so it's yours.
they have 8 eyes, but did you say perception or investigation?
Whatever you choose, yeah.
Good perception. If it works. It's not going to work. Hang on. I'll try it on my phone. Yeah, 27.
Okay. With your 8 eyes show you exactly where this thing is. For whatever reason, this arcane sigil glows in a slightly different color as you in your spider form, and you see this 20-foot wide circle of this glyph. It's 20 foot. No, sorry, 10 feet. 10 feet circle in a glyph on the floor, on the ground. It's directly like half a foot from where the opening of the doorway is, this gate.
Is it possible to skirt around the edge of it, or is it wall to wall?
It's wall to wall, and it's just as soon as you go in, you take one step either way around, you can't get around it. It kind of goes up the walls almost.
Well, I don't think I can talk to anyone that's a spider, but I might sign language to Lainey with my legs.
You can talk as a spider. You got a very quiet voice, though.
I'll call out to everyone.
Squeaky spider voice.
Hey guys, look. It's this big. Massive.
It looks huge as a spider.
Yep.
Was he able to determine what it is? Was it just where it is?
I would say with that check, because it's a natural 20, I'll say that yes, it is the specific glyph rune that is within it is known as an explosive rune. And it is just erupts with a magical energy as soon as you cross the threshold of the outside of this rune. Big explosion.
Can I determine the element of the explosion?
It is fire.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
like oh, sorry.
No, you go first. I'm still thinking my thought. Go.
If like is it if someone goes in it and then it goes off, if someone else goes in it, will it go off again? Or is it just like, oh, once done and then it's like then it disappears?
We're going to take all under this kind of scene under Davith's natural 20. So it's a little bit more information than you would get normally. But yes, it is a once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I could potentially maybe, I don't know, can I do I have an unseen servant. Now, if it's invisible, my unseen servant, if he walks in something, he only has one hit point. But he's still like a person, isn't he?
What is
Wouldn't
your
it alert the guards or something if it explodes, though?
It would. I guess I'm just thinking if we can't dispel it, like
Yeah.
Well, one thought I had, I don't know if it would work, but could we fire an arrow with rope across this rune and then shimmy across?
are we doing a whale noise as well?
you could certainly try.
Or teamwork, Lainey and I could, or Aurora and I could produce a strong enough web for everyone to climb across.
I do have a
Or
magic
cover
rope.
the floor, actually.
What is
We
my
could cover the rune.
I've also got mage hand. I could tie it, the rope carried across, tie it.
I have mage hand as well.
Oh wait, I have mage hand too.
We all do.
We
I
could
have
just
a
all get
rope.
on the mage hand and go across.
It's just everybody's like Arnold Schwarzenegger mage handing the meme.
Well, actually,
Son of a
hang on a bit. How big is the tunnel we're in?
It is like, so it's a regular gate. So you're looking at 4 foot wide, and then the tunnel slightly opens up to more like 6 foot, and it's a 10-foot rune. So it slightly goes up, and then height wise, it's 8 foot high.
Okay, cool. So I ask everyone to step back from the door, from the gate.
Okay.
I have a magic rope.
Well, we may not even need the rope.
Okay.
I snap my fingers and bring my giant fly familiar next to me.
Okay.
And a giant fly can carry. Is it 40 or is it 60 pounds of weight?
Well,
I was thinking, just quickly, as a spider, can I go up the walls and go down the tunnel a bit just to see if there's like a disarm kind of
sure. Yeah, you can use
thing
your spider
somewhere?
ability
Yeah,
to
I'll
climb
go along the roof.
on the top of the ceiling and
yeah, like go up.
and make your way in.
Yeah.
As you look into the tunnel, it immediately turned like kind of 2 meters. Now we're kind of crossing in between feet and meters here because we've got an American game and we're Australian. But kind of like 2 meters after, or like 6 feet after the glyph, the tunnel immediately turns to the right. So you can't see what is beyond. It's not like a really long tunnel where you can see, 40 feet down the way. It immediately turns. So you don't know from standing at the front of the gate if there's someone that's 20 feet away waiting for you to set this thing off and then pounce on you when you're injured. But go.
Could I follow Aurora down the hallway,
Mhm.
past the rune,
Mhm.
and I'll drop to the floor and I'll drop my wild shape.
Okay.
And then I would like to use my stone cunning ability to activate tremor sense.
Okay.
And I'll reach down, touch the floor, and see if I can feel anyone nearby.
Great. Okay. And does that give you like advantage on perception for that, or is it just you just feel everything?
Can I use my spidey senses?
It makes me really sensitive.
Your
I
laney
just-
tingle?
Stuff.
It's a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Ooh,
I need to look up what tremor sense is specifically.
I can find it. Where is it? Features and traits. Species traits. Stone cunning. You gain tremor
Another
sense.
creature.
Range of 60 feet for 10 minutes. You must be on or touching natural work stone. Yeah, so I think tremor sense is you're basically, even if you're blinded, you can still feel where things are.
Just Googling it, it says it allows the creature to pinpoint the location of vibrations on a shared surface.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
So
like
you-
Toph in Last Airbender.
So you don't even need a perception check. You just know where people are.
Yep.
Pinpoint the location of creatures moving was anything detected. Okay. So great. You activate your tremor sense. It's like it's kind of visual of it is like a pinging of a sonar. It's like boom, boom, boom. It just like emanates from you. No one else can see it, but you feel like your connection to the stone. And as you're in this dwarven city that is constructed by people of the same as you, you stretch out your senses and feel the vibrations of the earth. You feel your friends close by. You feel the separate vibrations as they all stand together. You feel sort of it doesn't. The spell doesn't say this. Like the tremor sense doesn't say this, but you feel like this arcane vibration right where you are, close by. You do not feel any other creatures that you would consider big enough to be humanoid.
Okay.
You might feel like the odd centipede or small burrowing creature for 60 feet away kind of thing. It's a very large radius.
Yeah.
But you do not feel anything that feels like it is another humanoid close by.
Okay.
And that's
I don't think I can determine what anything is, just if anything is there, like a
yes.
creature.
So I'm saying you don't feel anything
maybe
that's like
size
big
or
enough.
something, but
Like you feel
Yeah.
tiny auroras, like tiny spider legs, and you can go, okay, well that feels like a tiny little spider, and I
Yeah.
can see that Evie standing right there, and that feels like a person. I don't feel any more people around.
Yep.
Aurora,
Can I see anything? Sorry, you go.
No, I'm asking you. What are you doing?
Oh, I've gone around the corner just to see, like, if I can see anything. I know I can't see very far.
Yep.
I can see 30 feet. Dark vision.
Yep.
Is it dark in the tunnel?
It is because it's dusk and you're heading into a dark tunnel. There is no
There's
further
no
light
lights or
sources.
anything.
There's
Yep.
no torches on the walls. There's no arcane light. So you see, and with dark vision, it's just black and white. Like it's kind of like night vision, and so you just see more craggy rock, and then it turns again. So it's just further tunnel.
Yep.
Another like 20 odd feet, and then it turns again.
Okay. I'll just let everyone else know that it's pretty windy. Can't see too far.
Okay. Rob, did you want to say something?
Yeah, just a kind of a question. In terms of dark vision and stuff, I have 10 feet of blind sight as well.
Mhm.
So does that mean that even when it's pitch black, I can still essentially, I know 10 feet in front of me no matter what?
I believe so.
Because I know we've only kind of played with the blind sight in combat, and I haven't really dealt with it in a exploration side of things.
Yeah, so with blindsight, you where is it? No. Hold on, I had it a second ago.
Oh, good.
If you have blindsight, you can see within a specific range without relying on physical sight. Within that range, you can see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you have the blind condition or are in darkness. Moreover, in that range, you can see something that has the invisible condition.
Hey, Brill, are you wearing your helmet?
I am, yeah.
Because that's gonna light up if we get close to people, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That is true. I need to double check the exact thing of that. I have forgotten that perk.
So whether you want that to happen or not.
Yes.
That's why we bought the haversack.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm currently emitting a 30-foot emanation.
Yeah, the emanation is invisible.
Oh,
If you read it, it only lights up if the undead.
Oh, wait, it's only undead. Yes.
Oh, it's undead.
Okay, so emanating is just like an invisible thing, but then when
So it's always
undead
doing
enters-
it.
Oh,
It's
well, cool.
it's always just vibing. You're just getting microwaved all the time.
total EMF.
Super
Yeah.
super
5G,
bad radiation.
yeah.
You're gonna get brain cancer for sure.
Yeah.
But it only lights up when you have an undead approach you.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's kind of like Sting type of
Yeah.
thing.
So undead, that's not a person, even though people are undead.
Well, it is. There are people. It's a class. Like
But
it's
they're
a
like
it's
zombies.
a class of humanoid, I guess.
They're like zombies, aren't they?
Zombies are an undead. Yes.
I just mean as in like, so if a person's in there, that's not counted as the undead.
Unless they're undead, no. Like a vampire is considered undead, and that's like a person.
Okay.
The opposite of living.
I think the opposite of living is dead.
Exactly.
Is it?
But like
Isn't dead just in the
animated.
middle?
Not alive, but yet animated.
Okay, so Davith, you have dropped your wild shape. You have you're vibing the stone. There is still a glyph in front of you. Evie, you've said you have a magic rope. What
I have
are
a
people
magic
doing?
So
I have a servant that I can make just walk through it, but it'll make it like blow up.
I think we hold off on that for now because I don't think we need to. Because if we blow it up, then people are gonna hear the explosion.
Yeah, sure.
Did Aurora see anything on the other side or no? When you looked, I'm sorry, I've forgotten.
Just that it turns again down further,
Okay,
but there's no one around.
No worries. Well, I will quickly climb aboard my giant fly.
Okay, I love that for me.
So
And
is there
I'm gonna.
a map for this?
No, we're using theater of the mind.
Okay. So we're like in open area.
Yep, you're kind of on the outskirts of the upper. You're more in a secluded, like, there's a bit of a warehousing area where you are. So it's not a major thoroughfare for people. And then where you are, you're kind of just off to the side around a little bit of an alcove. So you're not directly exposed to the public. It's now dark. And Evie is full. Is she frozen for everyone or just for me?
Nah, frozen for me.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
I will fly over the rune.
Okay. Did you find out how much it can carry?
210 pounds.
210.
It can move and pull 400.
Wow.
I know.
That's
So what I want to do is, because with my blind sight and I fly across, do I see anything that's invisible that could indicate a like a disarmament of the rune?
no, you don't.
No.
No.
All right, well, I guess in that case, I'll just, once I get across the rune, I'll disembark and then I'll send the fly back for Brill and Evie to get on board and bring them across without setting off the rune.
Okay.
So that if we need to use it as a way of escape and use the rune to set off against guards chasing us, we
Okay.
could try and do that later on.
That is doable.
Do you want to shut the door on the way in? As you come through?
When everyone gets across, I'll send Mage Hand to go and pull the gate closed.
Okay. So closed but not locked.
Correct. Yeah. So just if someone looks at it from a guard comes down, looks, gate's closed. Cool.
Okay. No worries. All right. So everyone's across, but the glyph is still up and the gate is now closed.
What did I miss?
Quilbith used his giant fly to ferry everybody over the glyph.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So you guys are in the tunnel. It twists and turns. It is dark, but you all have dark vision due to your race traits. You spend 10 or 15 minutes walking through, checking each corner to make sure there's no one there, until you come to a pull up. If you would like to, we can pull up a map of what it looks like from the outside of the Dwarven Fortress.
It's always nice to hear Dwarven Fortress. You always described it as a manor.
Ah, well, I gotta hold some things in my back pocket, don't I? All right, so you guys all come out. Come here. You all guys come out of here. We'll say Quilbith is first because you're doing your sneaky sneak. And you guys are here. In here. So as you kind of come out of this cave looking, you see a tower in front of you that do you want to zoom in a little bit? Would that be easier to see?
Like that?
Yep, perfect. So you see a tower that overlooks your the entrance that you're kind of looking in. Now, just as a reminder, this has a snowy map. That's just the map that we've got. It's obviously the middle of summer. There is no snow. Just whatever you see of snow is just rock. The side of like where it looks like it's a cliff that falls down on the left-hand side of you guys is an upright cliff. So just to note that.
It's just a massive wall, essentially, what we're against.
Correct. So you guys are in like this little choke point here, and you directly have a tower right above you that is looking down at you. There is a rope that you see. There is a rope. Where's my point and ping? There is a rope here that you that is attached to it. Our tower is obviously here, and right now you guys stand 65 feet from the bottom of the rope. I will say right now you're out of sight, and you have a minute to kind of figure out what you're doing.
And I'm assuming by now it's dark out,
It is.
isn't it?
Correct. There is a flickering torch on top of this outpost tower, and you see like shadows of people walking past. There appears to be two figures on top of that tower as a lookout.
I will say, if we could avoid being seen by these guards, I think the best thing to do is to sneak past them to get into the main manor.
I'm not very stealthy. Do you guys want to take the rope up and I'll draw some attention over this way, or I can just wait?
I can make 2 people invisible.
Invisible would help.
I'm still a spider, so
Yes,
I can just climb up.
And I'm now small.
I'm reasonably stealthy.
I'm not very stealthy.
DM question: are we still okay for me to have bardic inspiration from last? Oh, DM's inspiration. Sorry, from last game because I didn't get a chance to use it.
Technically, it's supposed to be for the session.
But I didn't get a chance.
Well, so did I don't think the last 2 people used it either.
No, I had 2 rolls in for my option.
No, but I didn't get a roll to do it, except for there was like some thing where I
check. It was your drunk
talk or so. Yeah, you're drunk. That's it. Yeah.
You had one roll.
I can use it for a drunk check.
Mine was insight.
Fair.
And then I don't know, something else like that.
I mean, if I'd known I was going to have one roll for the session, I would have used it. To be fair.
Well, it seems like you were going to have a few more rolls tonight.
That would be nice. Well, up to you, man. I'm cool either way.
I think we'll keep the rule as is. It lasts for 1 session, unfortunately.
All right. All good.
All right. So what's happening? You guys are you stealthing? Are you invisibling? What are you doing?
So the plan is to go past the guards, right? We have to go down those steps.
Wait, isn't it up? So we climb up the. Oh yes, we climb.
So
up
we're going up the rope, but then
then
we're going down the stairs.
Yeah, and then if you scroll further down, you'll see the manor itself. There are emplacements of guards on there. Obviously, it's a static map, but the guards are kind of talking to each other, the 2, which you wouldn't be able to see on the other side, but you see them kind of like pacing every now and again, trying to stay alert.
Oh, so we can see them.
Let me see how far it is. It'll be dark, so you probably can't see them actually. So never mind.
But we can vibe that they're there.
Yeah, you see, even in the dark, you see the massive looming building there, and you were there during the day last time. Oh, actually, no, you weren't. Never mind. You haven't seen this before.
No.
You sent your familiar Quilbith, but you couldn't see through the eyes from the distance. Okay, so what are you doing? Aurora is still wild shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How tall's the tower?
It is approximately 30-foot climb.
Okay.
How many times can you wild shape?
3.
So you've got 2 left.
Yep.
I'm happy to go up to the tower and jump on one of the guards or something as a spider to distract them.
Will you squish you?
That is quite possible, yes.
The other option is Evie does cast invisibility on two of us.
Yeah.
And then two people just stay out and wait to hear if things go terrible. Or we just all try to stealth in together.
Well, didn't you want everyone to come?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the best way to get us all in without, because if the guards get alerted, then we're going to have to fight multiple guards before we even get into the building.
Well, even if I invisible too, and then we all go and we try and stealth, and then if we get caught, then we're all together and we can just fight them. If we don't, then at least only half of us have to kind of try and be stealthy. That makes sense?
Yep.
You're stealthy.
Yep.
And then obviously Aurora's a spider, so she's stealthy. Then that's the three of us that are less stealthy. So if two of us are invisible, then there's only one riding on a stealth check. Yeah?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to give it a shot.
I believe the language of the invisibility spell is it makes you invisible and everything that you're worn or carrying.
So if Aurora was on one of them, she would also become invisible?
Oh, if we're given like a piggyback, then is that what you're meaning?
I'm just reading the spell.
So if you cast invisibility on a giant fly,
My spell doesn't say that for me. All it says for me is a creature you touch has the invisible condition until the spell ends. The spell ends early immediately after the target makes an attack roll, deals damage, or casts a spell. You can target one additional creature for each spell slot level above 2. I mean, I like your interpretation, but...
or is that just like, but then it uses the, like, invisibility itself is what DM said. And it's just like, you know.
He's happy to use that interpretation, then that sounds great.
Hold on. I'm going to make sure that this is right first. Keep talking. I'm going to check something.
Because, I mean, if that was the case, then you just cast it on a giant fly when we're all sitting on the giant fly.
Yeah.
And then we're all invisible.
Maybe we get on the giant fly before we cast it.
Yeah, and then you just touch the giant fly. It's like invisible.
Yeah, so in the invisible condition, which is what you would have when you cast invisibility on someone, when you have the invisible condition, you experience the following effects. If you are invisible when you roll initiative, you have advantage on the roll. You aren't affected by any effect that requires its target to be seen unless the effect's creator can somehow see you. Any equipment you are wearing or carrying is also concealed. Okay, so that's equipment. Any equipment you are carrying or wearing. Okay, so it's not exactly what I had thought. So, never mind.
So if you cast invisibility on a giant fly, would we be considered equipment for a giant fly?
I would say no. I would say you would be considered a passenger and a separate entity.
Worth a try.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
But if you have two spiders who are obviously small and...
Well, that would be, that Davis would have to wild shape again.
And you have a stealthy person, and then you have 2 other people.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Can Davith wild shape again, and then I'll cast it on Brill and I.
Yeah.
All right. Brill, come over here, and I'll touch your arm.
Okay, it might just take me a couple of seconds longer because my legs are much shorter.
Oh, to come over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra 3 seconds. Just still getting used
Wait,
to it.
does the changed appearance actually change your, or is it like disguise self where it just gives the appearance of?
No, I can actually morph my body. I could have. I realized afterwards I should have become a woman, but too late. That would have been dope.
All right,
Scooby-Doo.
I am casting invisibility. And we are invisible
Hooray!
Okay.
for
So
up to an hour. But if you do an attack roll or you get hit or you cast a spell, then it drops.
Hold on. I just realized it doesn't really matter. But how long's it been since we left? You said it took a while to walk, didn't you?
yeah, it took about an hour to travel there, and then you're mucking around at the gate.
Oh well. Okay. That would have worn off by the time I got to the gate. It only lasts an hour, so I'm Brill again. Never mind.
Okay. Well, you would have walked through the city disguised.
Yes,
so-
and then but that's not saying I don't. It doesn't matter. But just so
doesn't
people
make
are
any-
aware, I'm Brill again.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
good.
Yep.
It didn't
Invisible
take you a
Brill.
long time to get to me.
Yes. Yeah. It did not.
And invisible if you.
Invisible. Ooh.
Invisible.
I like that. Brill hit him.
Hey, very nice. All right.
Okay. So Quill needs to do a stealth check.
And so then the druid. So Davith, you're going back into your form.
Yeah, well,
Are you guys gonna hitch a ride with someone? Aurora and David, I mean.
Probably a good idea because then it'll be faster.
They're gonna have to go on you. Because if we're invisible, then they'd be floating spiders.
it isn't too
What happens,
rare.
what happens if they're in a
They're
pocket?
riding our web.
And this is actually like a DM question. If they are sitting in a pocket, would they appear, or would they be hidden because they're inside the pocket?
I would consider them hidden.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense not to be. Like, you kind of have to. Sometimes you got to balance mechanical rules and what would make sense in the actual situation of it. So
Yep.
I would say if you're shoving a spider or a mouse or whatever into a pocket, it's basically the invisible condition because there's no way to be able to be seen. Like it's total cover, so they wouldn't be able to be targeted for an attack or anything like that, and they wouldn't be able to be seen unless somebody has tremor sense, for example, where you can actually feel that vibe. Oh, by the way, Davith, your tremor sense has dropped by now because it took about 20 minutes to work its way through.
Yep, that's all good.
All right. So you guys are going to go up the rope. Is that the idea? Or are you...
Well, I can pick up a spider and put it in my pocket.
Okay, which spider do you have?
I'll go Aurora. Aurora, don't be like tickling me or anything. I'm not a fan of spiders.
Just don't put your hand back in your pocket.
And
Watch out, I might
Davith,
scream.
who are you going with?
Does Brill still have a beard?
No, he's
No.
dropped. Unless Brill, you grow a beard. Does Brill have a beard?
No, I do not. But I do have long flowing locks.
I might just dangle from his chin like a small goatee.
Would he be?
You're not going to ratatouille him?
Well, I'm invisible though. Still.
Me too.
Oh, that's okay then. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Yeah, Ratatouille. Yeah, in my helm.
We can do that, yeah.
I'm wearing a helm.
Okay, so I would like everybody except for the druids, because I'm going to consider you basically invisible if you're hiding in a pocket or in clothing or in amongst something. Considering you invisible doesn't make sense to me without it. Everybody else makes a stealth check, and you have advantage if you're invisible. So Evie and Brill.
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, that's it. And then a stealth check from you too, Quilbith.
I already rolled. So do you want me to roll it again, or do you want me to just take
No,
that
that's
roll?
fine. What did you roll?
26.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
I already have advantage anyway.
You know how I have like advantage and disadvantage on stealth?
Yes.
If I roll it at advantage, is it going to actually roll at advantage?
I don't know. You have disadvantage because of your armor, so,
But then I got advantage because of my boots.
and I'm giving you advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah.
So I would say, because you're invisible, all right. I'm going to make a call, and we'll go like this from moving forward. Your armor gives you disadvantage because it's heavy and bulky, but the boots that you wear make your movement silent. So I am going to say that that's now negated. So you don't have disadvantage from your armor, but you don't have normal advantage from your boots. But in this case, I'll give you advantage because it's
I'm
just
invisible.
canceled out, and now you're invisible, so you have advantage.
So if I do advantage, it'll still work as advantage?
Yeah, it should, yeah.
Okay. Nat 20! A nat 20 or a 3.
Okay. All right.
I am stealth.
And how'd you go, Brill?
With advantage.
I forgot the advantage. Excuse me. Sorry. 19.
But that's just a 19 on the die. Like, do you have a plus to your stealth?
Sorry, I thought it was a 0, so I was just kind of doing it there because I was on a different tab reading something in my features. It's a +1, so it's a dirty 20. But did you want me to roll it?
No, 30-20 is fine.
Cool,
Just
sorry.
for next time.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's yep, all good.
All right, and then I'm going to make a roll for the guards on top as you guys start to approach. They have to beat a dirty 20 or a natural 20 or a 26. And they have a +0. So it's just a straight roll. Okay. So where are you guys moving to? You come to the edge of the base. Doesn't seem like anybody has seen you. And are you guys climbing up the rope, or are you getting up in a different way?
I would assume using does the rope appear trapped?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
It's a natural 1.
That's
So
a
I'm
7.
going to roll it again.
Oh, it's a 7.
I was a 7,
I think
so
so.
it was an 8.
It was an 8. It does not appear to be trapped. It appears to be a rope just hanging.
I do have my magic rope if you want it. I've got to go though.
All right, no worries. All right, as you get to the bottom of this rope, we will call it there, and we will B&E at the next session.
Nice.
So thank you very much, everyone, for this session of the Tales of Isilora. Hope you've enjoyed the session, and we'll catch you on the next one.